best time to attain your alignment is during the new moon. Okay, it's during the new moon. It's the best time to align to the energy emanating through the moon to receive a sense of balance and the flow of the cosmic current. Good evening, fellow brothers and sisters. Once again, I want to welcome you to this session. I'm from the Office of the Way Network. I want to express our profound gratitude to all who have, in diverse ways, assisted us through cash, kind advice. Whichever way you have assisted us, we want to say we are highly grateful. And we want to say thank you very much for your prayer and for your support. It's our sincere prayer that the universe would bless you abundantly, uplift you, and grant you the grace and the necessary knowledge you need to make your life better. We are continuing with the topic that we have been treating, which has to do with the moon, and that is the moon energy and its benefits to life, and how you and I can benefit from the feminine energy, which is synonymous to the energy of the moon. Where we have had a lengthy discussion as to what is the feminine energy, what constitutes the masculine energy, and how the feminine and masculine energy comes to be within the realm of duality, and why the physical dense structure of the moon does to our planet space, and the fact that it's being a conduit through which the feminine energy radiates within our material space. We talk about the fact that the feminine energy is the energy which is responsible for replenishment, it is responsible for fruitfulness, it is responsible for success and prosperity, and that anybody that wants to be more prosperous must connect to the feminine energy, and for which reason a lot of mystics direct people on the internet all over the world to be doing a lot of moon rituals using either the full moon, the new moon, or whatever moon is relevant for that particular direction or prayer exercise. And we'll talk about the fact that we've gone into religious references in order to put at bay any confusion or any kind of opposition that will arise to demonize the teachings of with regards to the moon and its energy. So we read about the fact that God commanded his children to worship him and to do certain things at the new moon, and amidst other quotations of God creating the two great lights, the greater light to rule over the day, which is the sun, and then the lesser light to rule over the night, which is the moon. And we'll talk about the fact that why the moon is a lesser light and then the sun is a greater light, because the sun, we talk about the fact that the sun radiates sense energy, and the moon is recessive, whereas the sun is active or possessive, and the moon receives energy from the sun in order to be able to radiate and transmit its frequency to ensure the well-being of creation and to ensure the continuity and perpetuality of creation and the comfort and betterment of creation. So we've talked about that, and then we have also come to talk about the the four phases of the moon. We talk about the new moon. We talk about the first quarter moon. We talk about the the full moon, and then we also talk about the third quarter moon, or the last phase of the last quarter moon. And we dealt extensively what the new moon is, what the first quarter is, what the full moon full moon is, and then what the third quarter is. Then we came to the fact that we treated extensively about the new moon. That was how we benefit from the new moon and the kind of influences the new moon era exerts on our planet Earth. So today we are going to, and we couldn't complete with the new moon, so we are going to finish with the last two benefits that the new moon exerts on the planet Earth, and then we are going to proceed with the first quarter of the moon phase, and we're also going to see the benefits that we can derive from the first quarter. So you must understand that I'm teaching all these things not because they are the ultimate, but I'm teaching to explain, because I've come to notice that there are a lot of people who are teaching moon directions. They're telling people how they wake up in the new, when it is the new moon, or when it is a full moon, do A, B, C, D. And people are doing these exercises and not knowing exactly what these moon phases are, what is the moon's energy, and what benefit you stand to get, and like proper education has not gone into the moon phases. And that is why, for the sake of all those around the world who are engaging in all sort of moon rituals and moon exercises, I am doing this video to educate people so that they'll be well informed with regards to the phases of the moon. In as much as these are general, knowledge I'm trying to share, there are much more deeper knowledge that goes with these moon phases and how to deal with certain issues, which of course you are going to tackle them in our various master classes we are going to handle, which is the X Factor master class. Very soon there will be an up and coming master class we call the X Factor. So that master class intends to deal with issues that is not in the public domain, and most successful people have this thing as their secret knowledge, and they don't share with people, in terms of marriage, in terms of health, in terms of business, in terms of investment. What are the X factors in these areas that is not shared? Because anything which is X is literally hidden and beyond human comprehension of the intellect. So we are going to start a master class on those things, and we are in that master class we're going to share very detailed information on wealth, on marriage, on relationships, on investment, on health, and so many areas. We're going to look at different forms of human endeavors, you understand, inventions and all those things, creating idea, innovations and creativity. How do you get yourself equipped to enter into this area? So these are latter classes that would come in a latter day, somewhere probably in August. We are still putting things together. We are praying that we may move to our new premises, and once we move to the new premises, some of these master classes will be on, because this time around we have our own personal private space that we can do whatever we want to do there. Over here we rent it, so we are a little bit restrained and limited as to what we do and what we cannot do. So yes, so for this information that we are sharing, is just to give a general overview. It's not as detailed, but at least it gives you an idea of what you are doing and make you understand, give you a better perspective to what you are doing. And intentions manifest our reality. Our reality conforms to our intention. So when you are doing something that you don't have a clear knowledge about, you are unable to form a proper intention. And once proper intention is not formed, it's very difficult to have your needs met, or whatever petitions or requests there is to come into manifestation. And that is the reason why most of these people that have read the book on the secrets, the law of attraction, they do all these things and it does not work. So there is always a missing gap, and all these things we are going to teach in the X Factor master classes that we're going to have. So, and you will see that these things are real, they happen, and once you know the secret, it's easy to get yourself out there and to achieve whatever you want to achieve. There's nothing impossible with man. For all things are possible to them that love God. Yeah. So yes, this is what there is. With regards to the moon phase, the full moon. With regards to the full moon, we talk about the benefits of the full moon. Sorry, the new moon. That was the last session we had. We talk about the new moon, and then we read Isaiah 66 verse 23. That talks about the new moon. We talk about Psalm 104 verse 19 also talks about the new moon. Psalm 81 verse 1 to 3 also God mentioned the new moon, that Christians should have to do certain things at this auspicious hours for certain results or for certain benefits. So then we also came to talk about the benefits of the new moon. We talk about creating intention, planting of ideas for the future, dream for a good manifestation, energy to create better foundations for the future. We also talk about self-cleansing, that during the new moon is the best time to do self-cleansing, whether be it energy cleansing, physical cleansing, psychological cleansing, or emotional cleansing. It is the best time for cleansing, because now you are kind of sending out, because it gives us the ability to do away with old energies and then give us the ability to be able to harness new energies. It has the ability to neutralize bad vibrations as well. So when you want to do cleansing, it's best to do it during the new moon era. It also gives you the ability to harness energy. Once you can clear off bad energy, then it gives you the opportunity to harness new energy. We'll talk about that. It's the best period for practicing energy assimilation. So if you want to do any form of an energy assimilation, be it breathing exercises to assimilate energy, you want to do any kind of pranic exercise, you want to do any kind of Reiki exercise, you want to do any kind of how do you call it, chi exercise, whatever exercise you want to, that has to deal with harnessing energy from the universe. The best time to conduct some of these things is the new moon. Okay, it's also one of the best times to do your visualization and meditation practice as well, just like the first quarter as well. So this is where we go to with the new moon exercise. Now we are going to take the last two, then we can move on to the first quarter. So the fourth benefit that we get from the new moon phase, when the moon comes between the earth and then the sun space, its first appearance, when it comes between the earth and the sun. The fourth benefit that we can have or we can derive is the benefit of starting a new project. That means that the new moon gives you the benefit of opens the platform, or opens the door for you to be able to commence your new project. So anytime the new moon comes, it's an appropriate time to start a new project or implement any idea that you have. So to say, if you want to start a new project in whichever month there is, it is always best to look out for the date and then start it on a new moon date. So I told you the other day, you have the Catholic calendar here, okay? And with this Catholic calendar, it gives you the opportunity to see all the various phases of the moon. We are in June, so June 3rd is the first quarter, 11th is the full moon, 19th is the third quarter. On the 25th of June, we are going to have the new moon. On the 25th of June, we are going to have the new moon. July as well, the first quarter is on the third Thursday, full moon is on the 11th. The third quarter of the moon is on the 18th, and on the 25th again of July, you're going to have the new moon. And then 31st, first quarter, on the first quarter, then we're going to have the full moon on the 9th, and then we're going to have the third quarter on the 16th, and then we're going to have the third quarter on the 25th, and then the next new moon which is August. The next new moon, which is the month of September. Okay, I was looking at it, which is the month of September, goes to on the 2nd. So when you're able to have this calendar, it's so that the Catholic bookshop, you can get it, so it's easy for you to maneuver. And actually, I have followed this thing for years. I started using this thing from 2006, 2007. It has not failed. Anytime it gives you the new moon phase, it appears in the sky just as it has been given of the various moon phases. So you can have it and it can guide you to engage in the various moon phases. So as I said, the best time is one of the best, and the new moon phase is one of the best time to implement an idea, to start a project, to kind of commence a business, to do anything, any project that you intend for it to be successful. It is always best to start on the new moon date, the date that the new moon comes. That's the best date. Not exactly on the new moon date, but when the new moon appears, it takes some time before. So when the new moon comes, that period till the time it faces out into the first quarter, you are at liberty to implement a new project and a new idea that you want to start. It is time to go within to tap fresh ideas from your inner world. So for those who would want to do certain spiritual exercises to be able to tap into ideas from the inner dimension, you can do so. I told you earlier on in some of our previous session that there are only 3 things that has the ability to change our world, and these 3 abilities are the creative ability, the innovative ability, and then the inventive ability. You have to be inventive. You should be able to invent. If you want to change your life and change the course of human history, you have to be able to be inventive. If you want to change your life and change the course of human history and the life of your family, generations unborn, you have to be innovative. And then if you want to change your life and the life of generations unborn in your family and the world at large, you have to be creative. No amount of libation, no amount of astral projection, no amount of soul traveling, no amount of ayahuasca can change your destiny if you refuse to use the highest energy field that the universe has given to you, which is the energy field of the mind. And I told you earlier on that everything in this manifest world, I don't care what it is and what you have been told about it, there is nothing higher than the energy field of the human mind. And as I told you, I am not talking about common sense. You understand? There's a clear difference between common sense and then the mind. The mind is an energy field. You get it? So that is what I'm talking about. There is nothing on earth, including the entities, the deities, whatever you think of, all the energies of the 4 elements, the Ordines, the salamanders, the norms, the selves, all the energy that control the 4 elements, there is no energy which is greater than the energy field of the mind. And that is why none of these energy fields or none of this entity with their vibrations can do anything for you with your mind absent. When your mind is not there, these energies cannot do anything for you, because even if they want to do anything for you, they have to do so through the power of the mind energy field. So the need for the development of our mind energy field is very important, and this is what is making we Africa lag behind. So as I told you, I am teaching all these moon phases not because they are too relevant, but because a lot of people are into that belief system and they lack proper knowledge about it, and that is why I'm doing this video, to give them some level of clarity. But it is not that too important. What is really important in our lives is for us to develop our personality, and at the apex of our personality sits the human mind energy field. And nothing, I repeat, nothing in this physical dimension of this world, this cosmos, has been changed that did not pass through the human mind energy field. It has never happened before. Everything that human being has been able to do that has transformed and changed the course of human history passes through the human mind. Be it invention, innovation, mystical thing, whatever it is, it has to permeate through the human mind, because it is through the human mind that all things manifest through man. So you can waste, as I said, you can waste your time all you care about in ayahuasca. You can waste your time all you care about in soul traveling. You can waste your time all I care about in astral projection. If you have not trained the energy field of your mind to be receptive to inventions, innovations, and creativity, you're still going to be the same, and nothing's going to change in your life. So, to be able to use the human mind and to be able to go inside, you need to develop the skill. And I'm saying that the new moon phase is one of the phases that, if you have acquired the skill of going inside the human mind to come about and to bring about some creativity, innovations, and inventions, one of the best time frame, or one of the best periods to go inside in terms of engaging in objective meditation, to get an idea, to start a new business, to do something to change your life, or to resolve a problem which is in your life. The best time to do that is the period of the new moon phase. A lot of problems you are facing, a lot of your marital problems, a lot of your business problem, I can say even more than 99% of your business problem, your marital problem, if you know the skill and you acquire the knowledge and the ability to go inside, you can solve all problems. You don't need any astral projection, you don't need any soul travel, you don't need any ayahuasca. It doesn't work. We are aware of these things. I have done soul travel for many years. I have done soul travel and astral projection. They are one and similar. There's just a slight difference in it. You understand? And if you do so without proper orientation, it's unproductive. And that's why you engage in all this exercise, and really nothing. The only thing that changes in your life is you have some kind of a first-hand experience of a spiritual dimension, or the existence of other dimension apart from our physical dimension. That is the only experience you have. This time around, you have a taste of a reality which is beyond this physical reality. So probably you may meet your ancestors who are dead and gone. You may meet some deity inside. You may meet some, and that's the only experience you have. But you cannot do any invention. You can do nothing, because your orientation in terms of personality development is not well aligned. If we can do so and align our personality, and then now we channel our energy into these astral projections and all those things, then it becomes more meaningful. So for those who are into the personality development, those who have gone through the training and they are into these areas, if you want an idea, be it a business idea, be it a marital idea to solve a marital issue, be it a health issue and everything, the best time to do your meditation to get an idea to resolve a particular situation is to go inside during the new moon. Apply all the skills of objective meditation. And those who participate in the personality development class, I have taught you how to do objective meditation, how to seek, even at night if you are going to sleep and then you want a particular information, you don't really need to do any astral projection or any soul travel. It's very simple. How do you lie down? How do you project them? How do you program the conscious mind? And how do you send this information to the subconscious mind? So that when you enter into your sleep state, the subconscious mind goes into the superconscious dimension, which is the non-physical dimension, the spiritual dimension, and then the particular solution that you need to that particular problem, the subconscious mind taps it from the superconscious mind and then brings it to your mind board and displays it on your conscious mind whilst in the state of sleep. You call it dreaming, and then when you wake up, you apply it and it works. We have used this for many years, but you need to be taught the skill and ability to do that. And for those who have gone through the personality development class, people are using it to work on their papers. People are using it to do so many things. People are using it to bargain, to buy things from shops at preferred choice prices and all. The people are using it wonderfully to do so many things. These are people I've not even seen with my eyes. It is just an online teaching. I've never seen with my eyes. I can give a plethora of testimonies, but the point is, I'm not here to lure anybody to do what is needful of him. You get the whole thing. So for those who know the skill and the ability to go inside to find out ideas, to come up with a new concept and all that, I'm telling you that the best time to do it is the new moon era, the new moon phase. For those of you who don't know how to do it, it's better you participate in our online development class. What do you call it? Our personality development class. You participate in it, and then you learn some of these skills. We show you practically how to do it, and you do it, and you get results. You understand? So it's so simple. Now, the fifth aspect of the benefit with regards to what we derive from the moon phase has to do with alignment. You must always learn to align. You see, the biggest problem you have as a person, or the biggest problem we have as a people, is because we are not aligned. You see, when you are aligned, the cosmos flows through you. When you are aligned, the cosmic energy, the cosmic intelligence is flowed through you. Now, the knowledge that we acquire in this world makes us disjointed and disaligned, so we are unable to tap into a cosmic flow. That's all. And that's the reason why people are praying in the name of Jesus and they are not having answers. It doesn't mean the name of Jesus hasn't got any power. When somebody tells you the name of Jesus hasn't got a power, tell the person, I'm saying it, the person is a liar, he's ignorant. The name of Jesus, the Christ, has power. Because it's an energy field. Every name has its own energy field and has its range of coverage. Most of the time, after 2,000 years, the vibrations of certain names of their energy field phase out, depending on the level of the master as and when he attains his enlightenment. Because even your name has an influence. Your name has a vibration. That is why even certain names, when they put it on you, you behave certain way. And there are a lot of people whose problem they are facing, is the type of name that they have. It has nothing to do with spirituality. You see, because we don't have proper diagnosis to really go about certain things and find out, we attribute everything to spirituality. So one of the best times to attain your alignment is during the new moon. Okay, it's during the new moon. It's the best time to align to the energy emanating through the moon to receive a sense of balance and the flow of the cosmic current. It's during the new moon. Because I told you, at every session and at every phase, the moon is emanating current, it's emanating energy into our earth space. That is why when we read the book of, Psalms, I think it's Psalms 121. Psalms 121. Psalms 121 verse 6? Let me check. Psalm 121. Just a moment. Psalm 121 verse 6. Yes, it said that the sun shall not smite you. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. It said the sun shall not smite thee by day, neither will the moon by night. So this reference, when they talk about the sun shall not smite you, what he's trying to say that the influence of the sun will not have effect on you. Neither will the moon by night, neither will the influence of the moon have effect on you. That means that it is telling you that you can develop yourself to certain frequency where you transcend the influence of the moon and the influence of the sun. That's why I'm telling that I teach these things not because they are ultimate. I teach it because people are practicing it, so they have to have clear knowledge. You get the whole thing. But I don't need to. Somebody asked me, hey, Mr. Mensah, last week when it was the full moon, what do I say? Why do I do prayer only on a full moon? It's childish. It's the way I'm quarantined now. We want to do a petition on a full moon day. Every day is a full moon for me, and every day is a new moon for me. Because why? Because I raise my consciousness beyond the effect of the moon to the source from which the moon is getting the energy from. Because I told you that in the first edition that the moon, as you see, is not the physical thing you need to pay attention to. When you pay attention to the physical moon you see at night, then becomes an idol worship. Because your attention goes to the moon, the tangible object in the celestial, but it does not go to the energy that permeates, the essence that permeates through that tangible object in the sky. So when your attention and your hope and your faith is directed towards the presence of that tangible object in the celestial dimension, which is the celestial body, which is the moon, then it becomes an intermediary between you and the essence, then it becomes an idol. But we need to go beyond that round thing we call the moon and tap into the essence that mediates or that radiates or emanates through that round thing we call the moon. And when you have developed the skill to deal with that essence, then every time it's a new moon, every time it's a full moon, every time it's a half quarter, every time it's first quarter, every time. Why is it every time? Because for you can go into the essence. But for the one who cannot go beyond the moon and go into the essence, he has to wait for the emanation to reflect in this earth space. It is a catch say your ritual during the full moon. Because you cannot cross over the physical symbolism to enter into the essence, you have to wait till the moon appears full. Then you know that it is full moon, so you are going to do your prayer. That is the only difference. If they tell you that do the prayer or do the direction at the time of the first quarter of the moon, because you don't know when is the first quarter and you are unable to transcend the phases of the moon to go to the source where the energy comes from, you have to wait till the moon appear in the quarter form. Then you know that, oh, it is the first quarter. The moon is releasing this energy. So let me go do my prayer. And this is where I want us to develop ourselves to, where we do not look at these celestial bodies. We don't look at these constellations of this cosmos, because the divinity which is inside of us and that sovereignty which is inside of us supersedes and controls every energy within this natural dimension. I repeat again, the divinity which is resident in us, or the divinity which is inherent in us, with all its sovereignty, supersedes and has the ability to control everything within this natural dimension. And this is the ultimate truth. That's what the Bible says, that who is man that thou art mindful of? David was asking the creator, not even the supreme, the creator, that who is man that what is inside now? What is man? Who is man that thou art mindful of? What David didn't realize is that divinity and sovereignty of the sublime of the divine is resident in man. And you have traded this divinity, you have traded this sovereignty for trivial deification worships. And we sell the essence of this divinity to deities. And the deities need this essence to survive. And that's the essence of the soul. As I told you, one day we are going to treat the value of the human soul. The value of the human soul. So when I see all these things, people, I see them on the internet, they say they are doing this, I say, oh, nipa yera. Obi tu na nipa beje di na wo. What is that? Nipa beje di na wo. Nipa beje di na wo kojo to. Nipa beje di na wo kojo. That is the problem of man. Na nipa ami, how do you call it? One me, I'll say, one me idol be not in the right, I shadow no more. And then I say, what kind of how can you stoop so low? Nipa to be or the home be a signing pact, and are all selling their home to people, and the people are ignorantly trapping their souls. He needs the soul of the human being to survive, because with the soul of the human being, that soul is divine and has sovereignty. There is no being on earth, there's no entity on earth, there is no deity on earth that have sovereignty and that have divinity resident in them, except humanity. Most of these entities, you see them, most of these deities, you see them, they operate in only one element. They are either water element, or earth element, or fire element, or air element. But we operate in all the 4 elements. For lack of knowledge, my people perish. I'm telling you. The energies that you see them, you, oh, come on. Most of these elements, most of these deities, they operate in one element. Either they are water element, it tells you in so home, and as a way a jar home, and as a way a assassin home, and as a way from home. Now, we are operating on one element. Now, who are all the 4 elements? Who's supposed to be the master? You see how ignorant we are? I am telling you, Luz, you can use your mind to create your own reality. Only the deity be. I'm telling you. You can use your thought energy, the thought energy field, which is higher than all energy field, and is the fastest because the thought energy field is faster than the speed of light. When Nostradamus, okay, you know Nostradamus, one of the great prophets who ever lived after 400 or so after Jesus Christ, Nostradamus, gave a lot of prophecies. He has a book written with the prophecies of Nostradamus. Has predicted the death of the queen, has predicted the war between the east and the west, and everything. He has a book, you Google it, you see it. The prophecies of Nostradamus. One of the greatest prophets ever lived after Christ. When he had this energy that wanted to work with him, okay, so he asked the energy, at what speed do you work? If I give you an assignment, at what speed can you bring me the results? And then he told him that I can bring you the result with the speed of wind. He said, no, I want the answer with the speed of thought. Why? Because Nostradamus knows something. And you can have answers with the speed of thought only through the power of thought. You can only have answers with the speed of thought through the power of thought. No entity can give you answers at the speed of thought because the speed of thought travels faster than light. Meanwhile, in our physical dimension, the fastest transmission is the speed of light. Also, the speed at which ever on. That's how we measure the speed of light. The speed at which light travels. That is the speed of light. It is a sum or has a now soccer then the rate at which a sum no yirano. That's what called the speed. The speed at which also can a light even travel all this room in we call the speed of light. And that speed you see, we call hall. Now also can the speed at which light brighten them on me say we thought it travel faster than that. And nothing can travel according to the speed of thought except the power of thought. I repeat, nothing can travel than the speed of thought except the power of thought. Nothing. You call it, when you come to metaphysics, we call it auto-suggestion. Or the auto-suggestion. Calculator. Calculator uses auto-suggestion. So the programming of the thoughts, and I prefer to me, yes, no more crafting into calculator. You call it auto-suggestion. 1 + 1, 2. You understand? 2 × 2 precisely equals to 4. That's how the speed of thought works. 5 + 5 = 10. That's how they use how the mind functions to program calculator. Until the speed of thought, in its most dense state, and I'm the creative calculator. Into also your calculator, press use an answer number. If you are calculating something, if you are calculating, you say, and anybody can try, you take your phone calculator and you put, let's say, 1, 3 minus 4 minus 3. Use an answer number 1. Me associate an answer number. That is the speed of thought, and it is faster than light. And the highest entity in this life, and the fastest entities in this lifetime can never give you answers by the speed of light. Only they can do is the speed of wind. entity can tell those of them say it can travel and bring answers at the speed of wind. And anything I'm confident no more omo kanchi moti ano or the winner ashe we no the tomana kataso no the okrabudi ano no or the winner no obo pepe no or the way or say mama pada moti ano ko yon by because we see the speed of wind is slow you know what no the water hey nana fabra no the budiano koso no the part the gusu no the buda or chen moti ano fambra moti ano ko yon by because we use the speed of wind. Unim. It's all knowledge. For lack of knowledge, my people perish. It's all knowledge. Let me tell you something. And my wife is my witness. When I finished my new house, I had a thought that I would build a mini bed. I discussed with you. That I decided when I discovered that one, I'll build a mini bed and I have different beds. And I told him in my window, okay, I'll do a bed nest at my window. So that I put different beds there so that when I sleep and it's in the morning, I'll hear that nature sound of the bed. I wanted to create that nature ambience in my house. I've not been able to do that yet. But Abraham is my way. He has come to sleep before. In the morning, the bed comes to my window. In the morning, different beds they'll come. Abraham is sleep there before. They'll come to the window. Nobody knocking on the glass. Just as I wanted to create. The thought creates manifestation. Today I was in the room, and then my wife commanded me. So I rushed outside. When I came outside, everybody's house. There's no bed there, but in my house, assorted bed, flamingos, hogs. Crows, birds of different colors, different mix, different doves, pigeons, local doves, the whole compound on the building, the whole house. The one was like, I don't want to be about. She didn't understand, but I knew what was happening was what I created. Now, this is what happened. Yesterday, when I got home, we bought donuts in the car, so I couldn't eat mine. So when I got home, I was breaking it down for the dogs. And my wife was like, oh no, why do you break it down for the dogs? Won't eat it. I said, no, the birds will come and eat it. So I broke it down and left. The following morning, birds of different kinds, I had a picture on my I think I even took a picture on my phone. Birds of different kinds. And flamingos don't come to their house. I don't know if you can see some of them. You can see some of them, the flamingos. Some of them were on my gate. You can see some of them on the gate. Different kinds. All over. So my wife was scared. Then I told her, oh, okay, fine. So when she went inside, I got outside and I stood outside and I told her, okay, that's enough. All of you, go back. I'm not sacking you back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back to where you're coming from. I didn't say it. I just was transmitting it in my thought level. So I went into bath. So my wife came inside while she was dressed. I told her, by the time I finish bathing and go outside, all the birds will be gone. My wife said, oh, how? I told them why. I've told them to go back to where they are coming from. And by the time we finished preparing and taking the kids, by the time we got outside, around 7 o'clock, 7:30, all the birds were gone. So we are not saying, we are sharing testimonies. These are real. These are things we created with thought and it manifests. And your thought is constantly creating a reality. All you need to do is to train yourself to go inside. And the best time to go inside is during the new moon, when you're dependent on the moon phases. So these are some of the benefits you can get from the moon phases. And I want to tell you that The reason why a lot of you are doing all these moon rituals you are given by these masters or mystic teachers and you are not getting the results is because you've not developed any energy inside you. And why would the energy of the moon listen to you? Oh, there's no alignment. You are not aligned. You have not developed anything inside. There's no vibration inside. Oh, kasa, a body ain't here. This is a secret I'm telling you. The reason why your moon rituals way, way, still ammonia results because you have not developed your personality. There's no energy inside you. Into kasa body a body tea obi a obo ade to me wonumu. I don't know if the tree is right. A body etie obo ade. And obo ade ni timu no ebi owo nipa mu. Nti se wo nipa on develop obo ade ni tumi na owo mu na o kasa a body entie. The creatures or creation listen to the creator. Listen very well. Creation listens to the energy of the creator. Now, in every human being, there exists the energy of the creator, which is divine sovereignty. If you have not developed this divine sovereignty and have not aligned it, when you speak, creation will never obey. Creation won't listen. And this is the reason why some of you have prayed, you've done all the moon ritual phase, you've done it, and the problem is still there because creation is not listening to you because you are empty and there's no alignment of the creator's power inside of you. It's as simple as that. If you want creation to listen to you, first focus in developing the creator's potential deposited inherent in you. And yes, I forget it. And yes, I just walk with conform your pact. And it's a lot of people, they use deities and they do pact. Pact is signing an agreement with an entity or a deity for you to serve them, for them to serve you, and later you beat their wish. If you don't sign a pact to bid and do the bidding of a deity, that deity will not serve you if you have not developed that divine sovereignty of the creator inside of you. It won't develop that divine sovereignty of the creator inside of you. A body etie obo ade. And obo ade ni tumi no wo yemu. Se sa obo ade tumi no wo yemu no on develop no okasa body etie. It's as simple as that. Power listens to power. Power understands the language of power. And power only succumb to a superior power. Abodemu nyina etumi na wo abodemu. But to me, they will only succumb to a higher power. That's all. Because the only language power understands is the language of power. And power only succumbs to a superior power. Asa. Power does not understand any language again, but the language of power. And the most sublime power, the power with the most sovereignty, is the power of the divine which is resident in man. And in all of creation, animate and inanimate, harnesses a portion of this divine sovereignty. Don't forget that. Everything in creation, animate or inanimate, harnesses a portion of this divine sovereignty. But man harnesses the highest percentage of this divine sovereignty. It's within man. So the smaller sovereignties that are existent in creatures, be it the stones, the water body, whatever it is, they only obey the higher percentage of that sovereignty that dwells in man. The man who has not activated that higher sovereignty within him, when he speaks, the entities don't listen. And that is why you have to go and sign a pact with that entity. You exchange it with your soul. And it is because of the high level of this divine sovereignty that is existent in man. That is why man has been warned in all of generations that man shall not bow down to any graven image or any idol. But that idol has a very small percentage of that sovereignty. You have a higher percentage of that sovereignty. You could be na ne pakono one mean bibi now now you have a problem. There's something wrong with your mind. You are ignorant. I have to be very honest with you. There's something wrong. Because you have degraded and derogated yourself in bowing down to any graven image. And it's only ignorant people, as ignorant as we will be, we would go and bow down to a graven image or a deity in the form of a graven image, because that deity harnesses just a small portion of divine sovereignty. Because that deity only operates in one element. We operate in 4 elements, so we have all the 4 element sovereignty within us. So that is for you to understand that even if you want the moon phases or the moon energy to correspond and respond to your petition, you must develop that sovereignty inside of you. And that is why I keep on telling you, you have to develop your personality. You have to develop. For all I care, don't listen. You die the same person, you reincarnate, come the same person, and you have to go through the same struggle times and again without liberation. Take it or leave it. I'm telling you the truth. If you do not develop your personality to harness that greater portion of the sovereignty inside of you, you will follow all these things, you will die ignorant, you go back ignorant, you reincarnate ignorant, and still continue in the ignorant life, chasing one deity to another deity, chasing one master to another master. I am telling you, it is time for you to set yourself free. And to set yourself free and to awaken that sovereignty inside of you, it begins with your personality development, and then it ends with your soul liberation. That is becoming enlightened. Then you become a liberated soul, not subject to any entity, only responsible and responsive to your sublime intelligence source. First quarter. So we are going to take two benefits or 3 benefits of the first quarter and bring it to a close. Then we'll continue on the next session and the other part in the next session, because I have a few things to do. It's 8:30. So the first quarter. What is the first quarter of the moon phase? Okay, it's the period that the moon is halfway between the new moon and then the full moon. Okay, that the moon, when it's the period halfway between the full moon and then the new moon, is the first quarter. Okay, so it comes this way. Okay, one goes that way, and have the full moon and then have the new moon. So that's the first quarter. So when the period that the moon moves between the new moon and then the full moon, that period is called what? The first quarter of the moon. Now, what are the main indicators for this first quarter? The main indicators for this first quarter is decision making and action taking. That's the main indicator. Decision making, action taking, and then transformation exercises. That is, so in the first quarter, these are the major indicators. These are the major energy which is being exerted on our planet Earth. It's the time to make decisions. When you have done your introspection, because I told you that one of the benefits of the new moon is to align yourself and do introspection, cleanse your energy in order to harness new energy. Now, when you cleanse yourself, you align yourself and harness new energy, it's time to take decisions of what to do next. Now, the moon phases moves from the new moon, okay, and it moves halfway between the new moon and then the full moon, okay. So when it journeys halfway between the new moon and then the full moon, that is where it's called the first quarter, and that is when you have to take actions. Then the full moon will come in to, it's like in sober talk ego or actions and also. So at the first quarter, you are given opportunity to make your decisions. You are given the energy to take actions on your decisions, and then to engage yourself and prepare yourself for the transformative process. But when you take decisions, you implement your decisions, or you take action on your decision, the next phase is that there has to be a transformation. Udwin bibi hu na oye ade a wadwen ho na say e dey transformation, say e dey insisaye ba. So you take decisions, you act on your decision, then you wait for the transformation, and this happens within the first quarter. So these are the key indicators for the first quarter phase of the moon. Now, let's look at the benefits that we derive during the periods of the first quarter phase of the moon. What are the benefits we derive during the period of the first quarter phase of the moon? Now, as I told you, this month, which is the month of June, we are in June. The month of June, when is our first quarter for the month of June? The first quarter for the month of June is 3rd June, which is Tuesday. The new moon, I told you that the first quarter is between the new moon and then the full moon. So when you watch here, the new moon will come on the 27th of May. That is when we have the new moon. Then the first quarter is coming on the 3rd of June, and then the full moon is coming on the 11th of June. So you see that the first quarter is between the period of the new moon and the period of the full moon. You get it? So it's halfway. So when you count, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have the first quarter. Okay? You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we have the full moon. And we have said that the first quarter is when it's halfway between the new moon and then the full moon. Then we have the first quarter. We say that, so from the new moon to the first quarter is 7 days, and from the first quarter to the full moon is 7 days. So the first quarter is halfway between the new moon and then what? And then the full moon. Okay. So in our this month, the month of June, the first quarter phase of the moon is 3rd June, which is okay. So the next first quarter phase of the moon, this is the new moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next quarter, July, in July, we'll have on the 3rd of July, which will be the first quarter. So the next first quarter moon phase we are expecting is on the 3rd of July. Now, so on the 3rd of July, that is the time for you to make decisions, take actions, and then expect transformations. That is the first quarter of the moon, which is on the 3rd of July. What are the benefits we're going to derive? Yes, as I told you, first of all, it is the time for you to take decisions. So during the first quarter phase of the moon exerts that energy that helps you to take the right decisions. So if you want to deliberate on something, brainstorm on something, and try to find out what decision to take in terms of which direction to take, what to do, what not to do, and all those things, the time to do that brainstorming work is during the first quarter of the moon, because it gives you that energy, exerts that energy on our electromagnetic field, so that it assists us in taking the right decisions. Don't forget that we have told you that everything in this life is fundamentally based on energy. You understand? And energy is constantly resonating. And we as human beings too, we are energy field. We are electromagnetic energy field. Okay? The upper part of us is electrical, the lower part of us is magnetic. So our entire aura field is our electromagnetic aura field or energy field, which we call in mysticism as what? Aura. Okay, so yes, when we enter into the area of the first quarter phase of the moon, the energy which exerts itself into our energy field is the energy that gives us the opportunity or the ability to be able to take right decisions. So if you want to take a right decision, you must always consider brainstorming during the first quarter phase of the moon. 2, it gives us the energy and the ability to take action. So you realize that at a certain time of the day or a certain time of the month, you want to do something, but you feel lazy, you feel like a discal, maybe you have gotten a very brilliant idea, but at a certain time of the month, if you want to do it, you feel dull, you feel lazy, you feel slow in doing it. But meanwhile, to a certain time of the month, when you have an idea and you want to do it, it's like there's some energy pushing you to start. You say, I said, when you show moon now, person starting before from. That is it. When you study that thing and you know, anytime energy show moon say go ahead do it, and you are always gallivanting here and there looking for how to start and all those things. Most of when you watch the moon, it will be a first quarter phase, because that's the energy it exerts on the planet Earth. Now, the third benefit that the first quarter moon energy exerts on our planet Earth and the entities that exist under that time is dedication. Dedication. The ability to stay focused. But when you take a decision and you initiate an action, you must stay focused in order to bring it to a logical conclusion. So it gives you the ability to be dedicated or to be committed, to stay focused on your decision and the actions that you have taken. So when you take a decision and you initiate that decision into action in the period of the first quarter, it bestows on you the grace to stay focused and to stay dedicated to that action so that you bring it to a logical conclusion. So you notice that at certain points in time, when you start something, you do it halfway, then you leave it. It can even be designing, it can even be writing, it can even be something. There are even in those eras that doesn't enforce full dedication. When you're washing, you wash part and you leave part. Well, when you leave part, you're not going to do anything. Sometimes you go and sit down doing some other things which are not necessary. But when you're washing, you just feel like leaving some. But that's the era where maybe probably the moon is not in its full energy field, so it gives you that influences. But when it's in the first quarter, anything that you start, you have the dedication to be committed to it and stay focused. And once you understand these things, you just don't do things anyhow. Unless, of course, you've transcended all these influences of the sun and the moon, then that you're a different person. Because you now control your energy, not other things. You understand? Because there is an internal sun and there's an external sun. There is an internal moon and there's an external moon. Do you get it? Because the left side of your body it charges the magnetic field, which is the influence of the sun. So the moon. So it runs through this your side. And then the right side is connected to the sun. So the right brain controls the left side of the body, and the left brain controls the right side of the body. And one of the brain is your sun, and one of the brain is your moon. So it's either you are dealing with the external sun and moon, or you are dealing with the internal sun and moon. When you are matured, you deal with the internal sun. That's what I'm saying. Then that one, you don't need to wait for those moon phases to instigate the influence and the flow of the feminine energy. But when you have developed if you have developed your internal world, okay, you always deal with the energy, the essence directly to the thought frequency. So you don't need to wait for that physical moon. So when you have developed your internal energy, it's always easy to stay dedicated at any given point in time of whatever you are doing. You don't need the influence of the external moon's energy, because you are dealing with the internal moon. And the internal moon or the internal sun is the raw one, is the pure one. It doesn't go through any filter. It doesn't go through any ozone layer filtering. The Bible says, for lack of knowledge, God's people perish. The Bible says that ye shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Wherever you are looking for your freedom, wherever you are looking for your liberation, wherever you are looking for the solution to your problem, if you can go inside and have it, then it is not real. If you cannot go inside, generally like the way I'm sitting down here, go inside and have it. Even if you have to use certain drugs, drink certain things to put you in a hallucinative state, it is fake. It is not real. You can't go to God with chemicals. You can't go to God with drugs. Because that divinity, that sovereignty is inside of you. You can't go to that sovereignty taking in psychedelic drugs, taking in psychedelic potions, taking in psychedelic smokes, like marijuanas and all those things they take in to have that falsely created inner experiences. Those things are illusion. They are state of hallucinations. They are not real. Why do you go in for the fake thing when the real thing is there? One of my teachers from England asked, why do you go in for the fake? Then he was talking about ayahuasca. So why do you go in for the fake when the real thing is there? Because they are all psychedelic actions that brings about mental hallucinations, creating false reality, distorted state of consciousness, or altered state of consciousness. We'd also have some kind of experiences, but those experiences are not true. They are not reality. They are created. But that is the truth, I'm telling you. If we are seeking for knowledge, let's seek for knowledge that is authentic and it's genuine. There's a statement that goes that when the blind lead the blind, you all go into what? A ditch. Yet in the land of the blind, the one eye boasts as what? The king. A word to the wise is enough. In the land of the blind, the one eye boasts as the king. But to them that have two eyes, when you see the person with one eye boasting, they know that no, he's boasting out of ignorance. Because Onakasano is defective. And we see a lot of people with one eye and they are boasting because they are leading the blind people. And we watch them on social media, watch them on television. And we know that they themselves, they are defective. They are defective. But because the other people are blind and they have no eyes, they see him as the capon, they see him as the king. The word for the wise is enough. Thank you very much for your time. We'll continue with this movie session. It's dragging too long and it's not too much of a relevant thing. It's necessary but not too much of a relevant thing. It's dragging too long. I'll try to summarize them quickly, then go to certain things that are more benevolent. As I told you, watch out for our X Factor masterclasses that will be coming on somewhere in August if you're able to move out from this place. And this X Factor masterclasses will be coming out in different aspects of our lives, so that things that has been kept secret, things that is been hidden in terms of business, in terms of marriage, in terms of relationship, in terms of children upbringing, in terms of partnership, in terms of invention, innovations, and creativity, the X factors why we can't do what the few are doing. You are going to study some of these things in our master classes, There we're going to learn practical approach to doing certain things. How do you magnetize wealth creation? What are the X factors in business creation? What are the X factors in wealth creation? What are the X factors in marriages? This X simply means things that are not spoken of in public. You're going to learn about the things that the businessman will come and tell you in public. Oh, I did this, I was dedicated, I went in for a loan, I write good business proposal. And those things doesn't make a business successful. If somebody tell you makes a business successful, it's a lie. Like every business student should be successful. Because every business student knows how to write proposal. Every business student knows how to write executive summary. Every business student knows how to create all these business policies and everything. But that does not make a business successful. And that does not create a wealthy person. There's always an X information that is never open to the public. And we want to start masterclass and be teaching people we will tackle it based on your field and your point of interest. If it's marriage, it's open. Even pastors who are starting their churches. Why is it that some few churches are very popular and one church has over 10,000 followers and now they're in 400 you are struggling to maintain? There's an X factor in there. We call pastors conference, but one person or branches all over Ghana, over about 2,000 branches. Or there one branch, 100 people cry to me. Only no then difference. And your Bible kwana mokai. And your Bible bakunya na mokai. Added to me 2,000 branches with over 1 million, 2 million followers. And I want to me. There's an X factor somewhere. You must understand the X factor of church growth and population. What is the energy that controls human life? Which planet? And then planetary energy that control church and religion. These are the things you're going to study. When you're talking about business, what planet controls business? What matter influences business? These are things you're going to. And when you know these things, you connect to the right source. So please be on standby and watch out for these programs. It's going to be wonderful and it's going to help people. Because these are things we have used over the years and it has worked without fail. So watch out for it. It will come up. It will be on advertisement very soon. Thank you very much for your time. God bless you and stay blessed. And remember that in all things, learn to put your trust in the divine sovereignty. That is the only true power that can liberate you. Thank you and stay blessed till the next session. Bye for now.